Hi, Allyson Blythe, certified life coach and licensed clinical social worker. I am really on fire this year. I am excited about the things that are happening. At the end of 2019, I sat down with pen to paper and almost seemed to spiritually download this course called Balance. I started writing and it just started coming out of me. And since then, we are now in month 3 with 2 separate classes that have taken shape. And last night, it's just exciting, all of the material that's happening. So part of Balance, the first month in January, we addressed both body and beliefs and how the power of our belief systems influence and shape the impact on our behavior and certainly our body too. And then in February, we jumped all the way to the end in order to sandwich this material. And we talked about the E component. And the E contained issues with environment and energy. And what is it that your energy says about you? What is it that your environment says about you? How are things like your kitchen table, your car, your inbox, your bedroom? Like, what is it? Do you have clutter blindness? Are you someone who's getting distracted and overwhelmed by the clutter and the number of choices you have available to you? That's the heavy energy of your environment and the energy that happens there. So yeah, some really great stuff happening in both January and February. And so now we're addressing the March topic. And March, we will be addressing the attitude and attention. Where is it that you are placing your attention? And what is the attitude you're bringing to certain things? I felt a little maternal there. How's your attitude? I will ask you to check. How is your attitude? What are the things that you're presenting with? So part of these downloads is that things just kind of come to me in patterns. Those of you who have taken radical self-care know that I teach a component about the 12 Ps, and those include things like performing and pleasing and perfecting. Those all just kind of came to me over a course of time. Now, as we're doing some of this balance work, I'm addressing the Cs. And I made a list because it just kind of came out. And so I'll challenge you to think about, are you someone who shows up with an attitude of any of the following? Are you competitive? Do you compare others or compare yourself? Are you critical? Do you complain? Do you show up with can't energy or perhaps cynical? And finally, are you just confused? All of this overwhelm with energy that's just very confusing. How is that influencing the outcomes and the behaviors that you have? Are those energies things that you want to continue to practice and showing up with those attitudes? So now we'll flip it and we'll go to some of the opposite C's that I think are equally important. So what if you counterbalanced some of those other more negative, heavy, critical C's and you started to practice energy that was more about could or the possibilities of things showing up? And you practice all of the ways that you could do things. And then another one is compassion. Not only compassion for others, but compassion for yourself. I have to be honest, this world is hard, right? We're all up against a bunch of stuff and things that are happening, the pressures that we have. And so what if we just practice an energy of compassion, both towards ourselves and to others? And then finally, what if we showed up with an energy of curiosity? Imagine that when things start to happen, someone reacts a certain way or events start to unfold and they're not going the way we want them to. What if we got curious? That instead of showing up with judgmental or critical energy, complaining about things, if we started to ask ourselves, how could this actually be in my best interest? What is it that I might be able to learn from this experience? Curious energy changes things. So just some food for thought. Again, so exciting, the things that just seem to be happening. And as they come to me, I just want to be able to share them with you. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.